Commentators. There has never been commentators. Why like this? Bucks and Tater, EpTic.
What up, everybody? It is Tomahawk Tater, the one and only, here with Bucks and Tater, EpTic Dual Comm. Here with my buddy Bucks, master of all banks. Bucks, what's up, bro?
What's up, everybody? What's going on?
So, recently, Bucks just got an Xbox 360. He has been on the PS3 for so long, but you recently got the Xbox. Can you tell us why? Why, Bucks?
Why did I get an Xbox? That is the question. I'll tell you guys right now, it's not because Call of Duty plays better on Xbox or to get the maps early or anything like that. Has nothing basically to do about Xbox being better than PlayStation or PlayStation being better than Xbox. I got it to play with you guys. I got it to play with the people that I met on YouTube, the people that I met on Twitter that had an Xbox, didn't have a PS3, and I became really close friends with these people, and they're all really nice people. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get an Xbox. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna spend $200 on the Xbox, $40 on the new game or the Modern Warfare 3 game. I even got a new pair of Tritons. I spent all this money just to play with you guys. That's the whole reason for it, and that is the only reason for it.
Cool, very good. So now that you've been playing it for you've had it almost a week now. It'll be a week tomorrow.
Yeah, I think it's about a week now, maybe a little less than a week.
Okay, well, we already got the obvious that the controllers are way different. The Xbox controller is freaking huge and ginormous and makes your hands sweat a lot. Tater Tot,
Yeah.
Quiet. Doing a dual comm with Bucks.
They'll make me take my belt off.
He's giving this look like, who the hell you think you're talking to? But yeah, it's bulky, and you said the same thing that I've been saying when we were playing the other night, where it makes your hands sweaty.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
kinda-
My left hand is constantly sweating. It's just like, it's crazy.
Your thumb hurts like hell.
And honestly, I'll tell you guys right now that my middle finger on my left hand, the right side of it has gone completely numb. I have no feeling on the right side of my middle finger, and it's occurred since I started. I'm not shitting you guys whatsoever. This is true, and it started happening as soon as I started playing the Xbox. And I don't know if any of you guys experience that or whatever, but maybe it's just me. But it's kind of weird.
It's probably because you just keep flicking off the TV every time, you know.
Yeah,
Fuck
I know.
you.
Yeah.
No, but okay. So those who have played both or know both, have always said that kind of thing about it, where the controller is just huge and bulky. But the Xbox players who have played pretty much Xbox only, they're used to it, so they're comfortable with it. And I came from the Xbox and went to the PS3, so I'm not as uncomfortable with it. It's kind of different getting back and forth used to it, but that's kind of the obvious. Tell us what you've noticed. The big difference. And of course, you've only played Modern Warfare 3, but like gameplay wise, and things like that.
Well, like I said, I've only played Call of Duty on the PS3 since Call of Duty 4. That's Call of Duty 4, World at War, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops, Modern Warfare 3. I only played it on the PS3. And when I jumped over to the Xbox for Modern Warfare 3, I was like, you got to be kidding me! I felt like a noob. I mean, I played these maps, I played this game on PS3. Hundreds and thousands of games, and I'm sitting there playing it. I had no idea where I was, what I was doing. It was just a totally different experience, and it's crazy. And the main factor is that the sensitivity of the two controllers are completely different.
Yeah.
With the PlayStation, it seems that the controller is more responsive to what your character is doing on the screen. So you move your thumbstick just a little bit, your character, right off the bat, boom, he's moving. On the Xbox, I noticed there is a very, very slight delay. I mean, very slight, but it's slight enough to, oh, that's a nice kill, to throw you off. And it really threw me off, and that's the one, like the buttons are flipped, the bumpers and the R2, they're flipped around. That took me about maybe 3 days to get used to. But the sensitivity is something that I've struggled against, and I'm really having a hard time trying to find it. and it's good. It's getting there slowly but surely. But that's my main concern between the two is the sensitivity. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, if you're having a hard time trying to understand what I mean, if you have a friend that has a PlayStation, or if you're on PlayStation, you have a friend that plays Xbox, just try it, and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it to me it almost feels like you move slower. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
It feels like you're kind of running in water
and
a
that's
little
not it's
bit.
not a bad thing. It's just there's just a difference. It's not that it
Yeah.
makes one better than the other.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Uh,
I'm not saying that it's easier on the PlayStation, but I'm saying but when you're coming from one way to the other way, it's really difficult.
and we both talked about lag comp and how much it pisses us off. But
Ugh.
a lot of I at first I had felt like the Xbox didn't experience it as much, but since you've been on, we both kind of noticed that's not necessarily the case. That it's there.
Dude, lag comp I don't know. I'm feeling that lag comp is a real entity that's out to get me, and it follows me, and it's like if you go to a haunted house, like something follows you home. Like that's what I feel like lag comp is. Like it's always gonna be with me. It's always gonna hinder me. It's always gonna be a problem to me. Like I remember you telling me like, yeah, lag comp isn't that bad on Xbox, but dude, I'm getting tore up by it. I mean, I notice it a lot in Xbox. And I noticed on PS3. I'm not saying it's better on PS3 or it's better on Xbox. I think it's exactly the same. And it's still a problem. And like I said, it's not going to get fixed. It's just something you have to
No.
deal with. And I've come to terms about it that it's going to be there, and you just got to play through it. And make the best of it. And once you get that mindset, it makes things a lot more enjoyable. You know?
Yeah. Just to me, of course, I don't play it on the Xbox enough. Now I play it more now that you have it.
Yeah.
But the times I did play, I didn't really see it as much. Um, but there's nights where I can get on the Xbox and destroy. Then there's nights I get on there and I can't do anything. It doesn't seem like half my bullets even count towards anything. And then it can be the same thing when I jump on the PS3. I can go back. I can go from the Xbox doing terrible, feeling like lag comp is destroying me, or that I'm just plainly doing a crappy job, and jump onto
Yeah.
the PS3 and just destroy.
Yeah.
It, it's almost even, really. So basically, I think what you're trying to say and what we're both noticing is, lag comp, gameplay, the players and stuff like that are pretty much the same.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just the game, how it feels.
Yeah, it's the feel of the game. Like I was like, oh well, it seems like Xbox, just like watching people's montage, and it looks like everybody's standing around. They get behind like 4 or 5 people, and then they get this crazy kill feed. And I'm like, that's on Xbox. I'm like, that's crazy. I'm like, I'm gonna get it on Xbox, and I'm gonna get some of that, and it's not like that. I mean, maybe I'm just not that lucky to get behind that many people or whatever, but. I kind of, I won't lie, I kind of came into Xbox thinking that it's going to be a cakewalk, and it's not. I mean, the competition is just as strong, it's just as hard on Xbox, and granted, I feel that PS3 players, now please do not get upset when I say this if you're on Xbox, but I feel that PS3 players have better situational awareness, and what I mean by that is that if there's 2 or 3 guys running and you're behind them, you shoot one guy, the other 2 guys will turn around in a second, and you'll get mowed down. On Xbox, this is what I noticed. I'll get behind 2 or 3 guys. I'll shoot one guy. The other guys will just keep running. No one even notice the other guy just died right next to him. And that's been my experience. I mean,
I think, and we've discussed this before. I think that's kind of a generational thing, though, because the PlayStation has been out, longer than the Xbox. There was, the PlayStation 2, and so on. But that's our generation. That's kind of our thing. The Xbox is kind of the newer generation, the younger generation. Also, price of the console comes into play.
yeah,
The PS3, at least as far as I can tell, is still more expensive
yeah. I think it's like
than
250.
than the Xbox. And then of course, Xbox now has the 4 gig, and they're selling that like hotcakes. So I think when parents go out to buy stuff, they're getting the Xbox because it's easier. Plus, it's Microsoft, that kind of thing. So I think more kids have it. You know
Yeah,
what I
and then
mean?
also the map packs coming out earlier, it has better appeal to the younger kids, and
Right.
just a lot of different things come into play, which is fine, but I mean, it is what it is, and I mean, honestly, people don't take anything what I say personal. That's just my opinion. But anyways, we got about a minute left. I know Tater's not. I'm watching the gameplay, but Tater's not. I just want to talk about this game real quick. This is probably the second day I was playing. Like I said, I'm having a real hard time with the sensitivity and aiming. So aiming with the throwing knife, I'm really precise with the throwing knife on PS3. I mean, I feel my aim with the throwing knife, not to sound cocky, but it is really good. I get on Xbox and I'm all over the place. Someone will be like a foot away from me and I'm throwing it like 5 feet to the left of them. But this gameplay it's I just go knife only, because honestly I think it's easier to go knife only on the Xbox than the PS3, just because of the sensitivity issue. It's hard for me to aim a gun and be accurate with it. So running knife only is it just feels a little bit easier to me. Um, I know we lose, but I had a pretty good game. I had some pretty good kills and stuff like that. And this is just a kind of a warm up game, just kind of something to get my feet wet and kind of see what's going on. And I enjoyed it, and it was actually pretty fun. And that's it. The game is over. Like I said, we lost, but I thought I had a pretty decent score for going knife only.
Good deal. Well, guys, if y'all have any thoughts, questions, or anything like that for the next Bucks and Tater dual com, put it in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to EpTic Gaming. Also, be sure to check out Bucks and I's channels as well. And
Yeah.
so, guys, until next time, we'll see you later.
Actually, if you look at the scoreboard, teammates that I have, I went 30 and 23. The guy below me 10 and 30, 13 and 13, 6 and 12, 4 and 36, and 4 and 3. It's like you do what you got to do, and you kind of go with what your teammates are going off of, and it kind of dictates on how you play. So
Yeah.
there it is. It is what it is. Like I always say, just don't worry about things and lag comp and stuff like that. And
Just have
just
fun.
have fun, man. That's all it's about. That's why you play video games. It's just to have fun. It's nothing serious.
But my
Okay.
KD, bro.
Yeah, and if if you're gonna go into a game and talk a bunch of shit and saying you're gonna rape people and stuff like that, where does it get you at the end of the day?
You can't rape the willing, big guy. Give it to me hard.
Sweet. I got an Xbox. Everybody, hit me up. Bucks, sugar free. I will play with mostly anybody. If I don't know who you are, don't know your gamer tag, just leave me a message stating who you are. I'm always looking for new people to play with, and just show me the ropes on the Xbox. I want to have a good time and pwn some noobs.